right now.
There. The enthusiasm you're going to receive, the tricks of the trade, like you want to call them, there isn't any tricks. I mean, you're just going to relate to people that are there. You're going to get, what it is that's making their business work. Why are they growing? And you can customize everything to you, to what is going to work for you guys. Listen, it's an investment in yourself. Do whatever it takes. When we first started in this industry, we had no money, we were broke, but we invested in ourselves, and that's what's made it so, that's what made it so rewarding all these years that we've been able to do the things that we've done in this industry. But it's all because we've gone to the college, we've gone to the university to learn from all the leaders and the people that are winning what it is that they do. That's the only way for you to get good at this, because this industry has made the most millionaires in the world, any other industry in the world, guys. So come on, you gotta get good at what it is that you do, right? This is a career, so let's go to the college, which is gonna be in a fun event. You're gonna be able to be today college. Get meals, 2 meals. For $150, like, come on, there's nothing. Invest in yourself. This is going to be worth not only for this business, even if you don't want to do this business, if you end up not doing it, which I think is crazy to know, but even if you don't quit, it's going to serve you for other things in your life. I promise you. So come to get all this knowledge and invest in yourself.
Yeah, guys, listen, all I want to say is this. Listen, I'm a common sense kind of guy. We've been all involved in this business about 12 months now. 12 months. The ones who've been here the longest, and Steve signed us up right after he signed up. So we've been now just 12 months. And if you think about this, from Steve's business down, right? We know Honest Gold, but just from our organization, guys, there's been over 10 people already who have hit senior presidential director in the last 12 months. I think we're closer to 12 people, if I'm not mistaken. But guys, that proves that this is really happening. We didn't expect to have this kind of success. Didn't have to expect it so fast, right? But guys, you're gonna learn, like Saeed said, what we're doing. And you're gonna learn not from just us, you're gonna learn from over 12 senior presidential directors who have done it in the last 12 months. Not to mention Onyx, who's been in it 3 years, and anyone else that she's gonna bring from her team. So listen, at the end of the day, you know how serious you want this. You know how serious you want to achieve your dreams. And I'm just telling you, the ones who go will grow. The ones who don't won't, right? It's just the way it is. So
and don't make excuses, guys. Don't make excuses. Money, you can do prioritize. Guys, sell whatever it is. And things are material. You can get them back afterwards when your life has taken a turn for the better. Listen, trust. Sell your TV if you have to. Sell jewelry if you have to.
Make sacrifice.
Make that sacrifice to go and take it as a vacation for your kids and your family, whatever it is. But go, guys, go. You're gonna be grateful one day. Like what I was trying to think of what to think, but you're gonna be grateful. You're gonna come up to us one day and you're gonna say, man, it was worth it going to this. So guys, just get out of that chair in your house, get out of that couch, and come and join us in this amazing event that's gonna knock your boots.
Hey, we will see you there August 18th, August 19th. This is it convention.com. Sign up today. We can see who signed up. I can tell you right now, they're selling out on tickets. Yeah. We're selling out on all the hotels nearby. And if you keep waiting, you're going to have a very good excuse. It's sold out. And at the end of the day, you can make excuses or you can make millions of dollars, but you can't make more. So don't waste any time. Sign up right now. Finish this video. Get signed up. We love you. We believe in you. We'll see you on August 18th. This is itconvention.com, baby. Yes. God bless you guys. Let's go.
Hey guys, Gina Merritt. I'm here in Aruba. Man, we had an amazing time. We're just winding out our trip. Came here for Javi and Olga Solis wedding. Congratulations. What a beautiful, beautiful moment. What a beautiful time to be a part. What a blessing that us friends together building this business become so tight that they're begging, please come to our wedding. But hey, I'm only doing this video to tell you guys that this is it. Man, we are so blessed and highly favored. I'm telling you, the business is exploding for everyone, just not Steve and I, just not Mike and Saidi, just not Scott and Renita, just not Mike, Matt, Kim Curtis. I'm telling you, it's exploding for every single one of you that are getting your sneakers on and running exactly like Onyx said. We are so blessed. But the most important thing I want you to learn is that for you to come to This Is It convention, that's amazing. That's great. Congratulations. And I'm going to see you there. I'm going to hug your neck. But really, I really want you to get to the finish line. The key thing is bringing your team. Don't be afraid to tell these people like, hey, you got to do what it takes. If it's getting rid of something that you've never used, it's sitting on your counter, sitting on your wall, hello, your TV, whatever it is to get to This Is It, it's worth it because it has completely changed Steve and Gina Merritt's life. It's completely changed Mike and Saidi Hernandez's life, Matt and Kim Curtis's life, Scott and Renita's life, and now it's you. And we're excited to help you. So I'm telling you, we're going to have amazing panels, women's panels, doctors panels, the teaching. We're going to have professionals talking about, you know, what do you do when you make all this money? What's the smartest thing to do? Because we don't want you to waste your money. We want you to be on your game. We want you to pay off things. We want you to be debt free. And we want you to put your feet up and have that virgin pina colada or the pina colada, but knowing that, you know what, you've done the right thing at the right time. And now's the time. I'm telling you, from the time kids come out of school till Christmas time, I'm telling you, it's the time you run like you've never run before. The other key thing is that here we are at the Ritz-Carlton. So I'm kind of looking around, all these people are staring at me, but it's okay. I'm going to patch them all. But the key thing is that when you're building a business and there is momentum, that is the time. Don't sit on your rear end thinking, should I, could I, would I, can I? No, you can't, because that is the time that you shift in, put the sixth gear. You know, when you're driving a car, you're in first, second, third, fourth, sixth. You're like, you are cruising like a rocket ship. You're on that train track. That is the time that you lock in. You keep going. You keep pressing forward. Don't stop. Don't let up on the pedal. Don't downshift. Don't downshift, because this is it, guys. We have never seen in our entire industry. I mean, okay, I'm 61. I think I got in the industry when I was probably 26, 27. I don't remember exactly the date right now, but it's been a long time since I've been in this industry, and I have never in my industry seen something like this. Simple, easy. Come on, if I could talk to a pastor in the Miami airport, we put the patch on him and his wife. They're begging and bugging us to come and meet them. Guys, we went to his church service on Sunday that he was preaching here in Aruba. They're on their game, sharp people. But for her to have a testimony, poof, in 24 hours, you know this is it. Don't miss out. It's your time. It's your family's destiny. But you know what? You can't sit back and let it happen. No, you got to put some work into it. You got to put some grind into it. Just like as if you're going to start a new career, you got to learn the basics. You got to get on board and you got to be all in. Blinders on, like Steve and I. And I'm telling you what, it's going to be amazing. But the information that you're going to get from that $150 ticket, your hotel room is separate, but I'm telling you what you're going to get and benefit is going to change your entire life, not just your lightweight business, your entire life. We're going to have amazing information. We're flying in people from all over the world to fill you up so that when you go home, you know you got whatever it takes, whether it's your career, whether it's lightweight, it's your family, it's your relationship with your wife, your kids, you're going to win. So, hey, guys, we're excited and we cannot wait for you to get to This Is It. But make sure August 1st, boom, the prices are going up. And that's just the way every convention is. So August 1st, you still have that $150 price range with the 2 meals in the entire weekend. Starts at 7 p.m. on Friday night, ends at 11 p.m., starts back up Saturday at 9 a.m., ends at 11 p.m. 2 meals included. If you were a senior director or above, you're going to be, Friday night, you're going to be, if you're a senior director or above, you're going to meet at 4 p.m. with special teaching. It's going to be incredible. Guys, we're pulling out all stops, and we want to make sure that you don't get to the event and you go, man, I wish I had more people there. Man, I wish I would have done this. Man, I wish I would have called this person. No, we're trying to get you every single little tidbit. I got to nudge you. I got to push you. I got to light the fire into your rear for you to get there, get your team there. That's what's important. God bless you guys. And I'm telling you what, remember, you have God's favor all over your business. Yeah. Have a blessed week and run. God bless you. This is it. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome everyone around the world. We are so excited, guys. I'm telling you, we are here. Steve and Gina Merritt, West Palm Beach, Florida, man. This is going to be a fantastic training. And I'm telling you what, we are getting ready for This Is It convention.
Guys, we want to welcome every one of you that are on here today, and we want to congratulate you for taking your business to the next level. This is exactly what you need to do to make it happen. And it's so simple. We all, as a community, come on here on a Saturday and we learn exactly what we need to do and how to do it. And all the newest folks are going to be learning the most because they're brand new. They're just getting started.
I got my notepad. Look at that.
Yeah, and those of you that have been in, your goal is to get your team on here. So hey, there's plenty of time. We're going to go over a couple of goals that we're running because all of us are running to walk the stage in Tampa as a senior director, and there's plenty of time. You're going to learn that today from Ken and Diana. They are on their game. They're second highest ranked. They're rocketing. They just put $5,000 in their pocket last month for hitting the second highest rank. Another bonus that LifeWave gave everybody for the month of July, and they just keep bringing more and more to help every one of you win and succeed. To kind of like what Gina was saying in that video, to kind of push you a little bit, nudge you a little bit. Hey, for 5,000, for 10,000, there was $18,900 on the line in promotion money, and our team, everybody in the Quantum Field team, grabbed a ton of it. They know our attitude. Hey, if they're going to open up their checkbook, let's make them pay, and we want you to win and succeed at that. So again, text a friend, text a new person that just got started with you. Make sure that you get them on, like Gina said, because the key is very similar to franchising. Every one of them needs to be learning how to build their business so that you can help them put the fuel on the fire and they can win in a big way. But if they don't know how to do it, it's kind of like trying to be a flight attendant like Gina was for 25 years and not going to the first training that she had to go. And then she had to go and re-educate herself, every so months. So it's like any career that you do. But this one is fun, it's exciting, and it's the only one that I've ever seen where everybody feels guilty as to how much they're getting paid. You're not going to have that feeling like you would in a normal career job or profession where you feel like, man, I really feel like I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. Here, you will get paid beyond what you think you're worth.
Welcome to the 90-day run to This Is It convention. Go Senior Director, and we are pushing you to get to that goal.
So let's go over a couple of our goals set for what we're accomplishing on these Saturday calls leading up to This Is It. So first of all, our goal is to get you to senior director. You got to go manager first. So Ken and Diana are going to be talking about going managers. The key to building this compensation plan is go manager and break managers. So all it is 2 people right, 2 people left. Yes, they got to be a silver and above and at least 1 sleeve auto ship. You got to be at least a gold or above, and you've got to be on 2 sleeve auto ship. Very simpler. People are rocketing through this rank, and it's the key to winning big in the compensation plan. Now, we say that you've got to set a goal, so make sure you've got a date set when you're going to do it, but you can do this in much shorter than 30 days. But Once you got the goal set, now you got that urgency like we've been talking about to make it happen. If you thought manager was easy, a director is just putting a manager on the right and manager on the left. Yes, you do have to put in one more personal person, but you're gonna, by doing this, the more you engage, the more you plug into our 331 system that we're going to be teaching today, you're going to see it gets easier and easier where you can meet people on an airplane flying to Aruba into Miami airport and get them fired up about the opportunity. So you're going to hear about that today. So your goal is to get this director done by just helping a manager on the right, manager on the left. If you thought manager was easy, you got to just help 2 people do that. And now you're a director. And if you thought director was simple, senior director is just putting 2 directors in your business. Yes, you got to have about 10,000 points to hit senior director, but we haven't had anyone hit the structure that didn't have the volume. So just focus on getting this structure done and you're going to win in a big way. This is our goal. We're going to be talking. The main focus of today's talk is to get you to senior director in Tampa. And there's still plenty of time. And so many that are on here today have already hit manager or director, or they're just.
And come on, Bo Brannon, last week, boom, 23-year-old college graduate last week hit senior presidential director.
He's like pushing all of us saying, hey guys, this is easier than you think. All right. So again, how do you do it? You set the goal to put 20 people right, 20 people left in the next 90 days. Put as many as you can between now and Tampa to set you up for success. Why? Because you don't want to have to push your goals on the people you put in. A lot of people, they put one right, one left, and then they blow them out because they push them too hard where they're not quite ready to make it happen. So the team here that is winning and making it happen, put plenty of people in so that they're calling you, like Gina said, the pastor and his wife, Mary, Alan and Mary are saying, can you please meet with us? We want to know how to do this. That's what you're looking for. You want to put as many people as you can so you can do that. And there's a daily goal, 331, we hear about it, a weekly goal and a monthly goal. Take a quick snapshot of that so you know how we set the goals. And I love that we put a monthly goal because not always on the weekly goal, when you're planting seeds, Ken's going to be talking about that. Planting seeds, does everybody get in that 1 week? But as you're planting those 331, 90 new people a day, a month, in a month, 3 people a day, 90 new people. You start people calling you or you're following up with those people and you can hit that monthly goal. Again, we've been talking about this is it. Early bird pricings have been extended through August 1st. The caterers said, hey, we can accommodate and help everybody because there are meals. We've got to make sure you get there. Our goal is to help everyone that's already signed up to bring more people from their team. Why? Because you are the kind of people that are busy. We know you are busy. You have families, you have careers. Let's use your time wisely and not just come to be like a Tony Robbins event for yourself. You want to win. This is not only for yourself to get the information, but using your time wisely. You want people at This Is It convention. Here's where you get the information. I will say that we do have new hotels that are being posted up there by Monday. I think we've got 3 new hotels because like Mike said, the hotels have been selling out as fast as we can put them on there. We don't want you to miss out on the opportunity. So before I bring Ken and Diana up, I wanted to let you know that our book of the month this month is Business for the 21st Century.
It is good.
And I got a couple of quotes in here I wanted to say that will put you, because people ask me a lot of times, how do I put up with naysayers, or how do I put with somebody? I don't see them and I don't feel them and it doesn't even commute. But I will tell you that the leaders, a lot of times they make it look easy. Gina uses that analogy of, you want to look like a duck floating on the water where you're like making it look so easy, not a problem, but underneath you're paddling like crazy. Okay, what are they doing? They're doing the 3-3-1 and they're on their game and they're making it happen. They're just not telling you how many people they're talking to you to fly through the ranks. Okay. So listen to what Robert Kiyosaki, and I'm sure you've heard of him. All right. This is a gentleman that's one of the #1 business people in America telling you that this is it. The industry you want to be in. If you don't have millions and millions of dollars set aside, get in here because you can make those millions and then you can reinvest and make your money work for you even more than it is in the network. Network marketing gives you the opportunity to face your fears. So maybe that's something you don't want to live with for the rest of your life, including myself. I'm not a good starting a conversation person. This industry's helped me do that. Deal with them, overcome them, and bring out the winner that you have living inside you. So don't take that lightly. And by the way, when you go sponsor people that already believe they're a winner, your business is going to take a whole different activity than just bringing in people. You got to lift them up and take years to do that. One last thing that I wanted you to hear about his friend John that was teaching him how this industry works. There are two words for what John had just described. One is quitter and the other is loser. Each of us has a winner and a loser inside of us. That includes me too. There's a winner in me and a loser in me. And they often compete for airtime. Anybody relate? The reason most people just get by instead of truly succeeding in life is that they let the loser inside them dominate. I don't. I insist that the winner win out. Now, Gina mentioned to you that this is it. You're not only going to learn about what can help you win in your LifeWay business, what can help you win in life. That little quote right there can help you. Are you listening to the loser or the winner inside you when you talk and when you're going out to build your business? In life, are you listening to the loser and winner? Think about that. That's book of the month. This is what's going to help you have the stick-to-itness and the drive, because the books are what really build you up. A lot of people miss that simple little tip. So I encourage you to take advantage of it. So, hey, without further ado, we are so fired up today with bringing our great friends all the way from Sarasota or close in that area. Go ahead.
Bring them up.
Okay. Second highest ranked presidential directors, Ken and Diana Burke. They got incredible stuff to share with you. Take it away, guys.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. See us?
Hey.
Can you hear us?
All right.
All right, perfect.
Awesome.
All right, let me see if I can see us better here. All right. Hold on. Love Zoom. All righty. Hey, welcome everybody. And Steve and Gina, how awesome. Everything you just shared. I'm like, man, you just pulled a piece from a lot of our notes.
That's awesome.
But we are so excited for everybody that's on this call today. So excited for you. And one of the main reasons why we're so excited is because now that we're inside of this, we realize anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how you can crush your goals. All right. But before we do, I'd just like to open up a little joke. And just to kind of clear the mind here for a second and get it back in. So, and it relates to kind of what we're going to be talking about today. And it's a joke about two farmers. We had a positive farmer and a negative farmer. And I heard about this positive farmer and this negative farmer. When it would rain, the positive farmer would say, Lord, thank you for watering your crops. And the negative farmer would say, yeah, if this keeps up, it's going to rot the roots. And then the sun would come out and the positive farmer would say, Lord, thank you for giving us our plants valuable nutrients. And the negative farmer would say, yeah, but if this keeps up, it's going to scorch the crops, And then one day they went bird hunting together in a boat. Positive farmer had just bought a new bird dog and he was so proud of him. And so he shot a bird, it fell in the water. And then he said to the negative farmer, watch this. The dog jumped out of the boat, ran it on top of the water, picked up the bird, ran back on top of the water and put it in the boat. And then he said, what do you think? The negative farmer said, I should have known it. That dog can't even swim. And when Steve said earlier, he doesn't even see, the negative people, that the reality is we all deal with every day. Right. And so what we're going to talk about, there's three things that we're going to fire off here in just a short window of time. And the first is you got to have the proper mindset. The second is how to get started properly. And the third, we're going to recap and drive home why you want to bring everybody under the sun to the This Is It convention. All right. So let's talk about this proper mindset. And I'm going to mention 4 dynamics of a proper mindset. First is the will. Second is your habits. First is the will. Second is a system. Third are habits, and fourth is soil. All right. And we're all talking about a proper mindset because, as Steve mentioned, we have the negative side inside of all of us. Right. And it's always speaking to us. And so Dinah actually has something to share that she heard recently from someone we have mad respect for. Dr. Jim Grills down here is one of the private largest landholders in the state of Florida. He used to own Iron Man, a crazy athlete. But Dinah, go ahead and share, what he said.
So once I heard a good quote by Dr. James Gill. He was doing a 100-mile marathon. He was running in the mountains. Here he is running in the mountains. And somebody asked him, how do you do this, running all the time, and have the stamina to do all this? He says, I don't listen to myself, I speak to myself. So with that, it's so important that our mindset, saying to ourselves, we can do this, we got this, we have a great product. And those are the things that we should be talking to ourselves instead of the nays that come in our mind. We can easily switch them off as soon as we think them. I'm not going to think that thought. I'm going to start thinking about what I know is true. So, because feelings can get in the way, but we know what's true.
That's right. That's
so
right.
We know it's true.
Great point. Thanks, honey.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the first point I want to make is about in our perception. We're talking about mindset, right? You have to view something. First, you have to understand it all starts with the will. You have to have a will to get something done. And now think about how powerful the will is. So back in the 60s, the Soviet Union in 1961 put a man into space, and America's like, hold on a second, we can't let them beat us. So we're going to put a man on the moon. So President John Kennedy went and asked the leading scientists, a gentleman, what is it going to take to get us to the moon? And he said 5 words, the will to do it. Our country was the first to land on the moon, all starting from the will to do it. And that leads to my second point. Out of the will, it created a system. And from that system, it generated a path that took them all the way to the moon. And we got there in 1969. We have a system called 331. You respect it, abide by it, stick to it, don't listen to your feelings on it, and it will take you all the way to your dreams. So, and in that context is my third point about habits. Habits will crush your goals. It's so important to start a goal because without it, you're going nowhere. Once you're on it, then the bulk of it is a habit. It's something you don't have to think about. It's going to crush your goal. Case in point, I had for years I couldn't stop eating. I always was hungry, and I was heavier than I am right now, right? And I'm like, I'm doomed. I can't fix this. And then I found a habit that set me free from being hungry and gave me the ability to eat less, and so called intermittent fasting. So I eat from 2 to 8 p.m. and it blows my mind. So, and when I started this, I had a goal because I was weighing this much, but I really want to kind of get down to here. Well, once I got into the habit, I went right past my goal without really thinking about it. And so my habit crushed my goal. And now I'm living a life of freedom and enjoyment. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, except for my face, but actually I look younger thanks to the patch. But the point is, for you, this is what happens, that your habits will crush your goals. And also the power of a habit is life-giving. Think about our solar system. It operates in a system. And in the system is a habit. And it has nothing to do with feelings. We know there's 7 days in a week, 8. 1 week, 3 another, 4 next. There's 4 seasons of a year, not 5 or 2. And all the clouds are beautiful. They're consistent, but they're flexible. Well, there's never the same sunset twice, even though it's consistent, right? So the beauty of having a routine and a habit is that it's balance and flexibility to bring life, right? And when we abide by it, we get to experience the best it has to offer. We get to see beautiful sunsets. We get to enjoy the seasons of the year because it's consistent, because the system is working like a champ. Our 331 system works like a champ. Respect it. You will get the rewards and the fruit from it. Don't listen to yourself, talk yourself. Don't listen to your feelings, follow them. So as a case in point, I'm in the chair of the dentist last week, right? And it's 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, okay, I'm on a 331 system. As you all know, real quick, you go to build331.com to see this system, get a cup of coffee, marinate in it, righty? And that will help you soak in our 3-through-1 formula. And the reason why this is important that you go to it is so we don't do other things. Like for me, I own 3 successful magazines, right? That go to some really great towns. And I could buy I own them. I could put a big double page ad on X39, or I could go to events with a big booth, right? I could do all these things, but I don't do that, even though it's at my fingertips. Why don't I do that? Because the system puts me in a position to prosper faster and help more people, and that replicates itself than if I try on my own. I may get a little blip, and then it'll die out. So the system is powerful. That's why you want to marinate in that thing. All righty. So getting to then the next point, which I think is so important for you, me today, and has really helped set me free to help give me that mindset like Steve, where he doesn't even see it. Okay. And I want to give you the discern who you're talking to. So when they say no, you just let it go and keep rolling, right? That's really important. And and here it is. People are like soil. Think about this, 4 types of soil. And we have the perfect seed. We have this X39 patch that's changing lives and a comp plan to take us all the way to our dreams. That's pretty dang powerful, right? There isn't anything like it literally on the planet right now, and we're in it, right? It's crazy. So, and you, if you're brand new or just in, or maybe you got out, you're coming in because you got discouraged, well, this right here may help set you free and get you to manager, director, senior director within less than 5 weeks, right? Because that's when the This Is It convention is. And so here it is. There's 4 types of seed. So we get out there, we get excited, we share, and that seed, and boom, the birds take it. That's one type of soil. And then the next type of soil, we share it, it gets all excited, doesn't sprout root, and the sun scorches it. And then we share again to somebody, and all the weeds choke it. So you got the birds, you got the sun, then you got the weeds choking it. But then you're gonna hit good soil, and boom, that reveals itself as good soil. It's almost like you just said the wrong thing because they're hungry for what you have. They're gonna go do the right thing, they're gonna get in with you. Right? It's that kind of thing. So, because you can't change the soil, you can't change who you're going to talk to. And once you understand that that's how life is for all of us, then you can win huge. Because now, when you share with somebody that you love and care about, and you thought, man, they're sick, they need this, boom, boom, and then they don't, you don't get all crushed and out of shape. You say, oh, well, it looks like the birds just took that one. You know what I'm saying? Don't face the birds. Okay, talk to somebody, they all get excited, but then they never pull the trigger. Don't try to block the sun. Root just never sprouted. Move on, right? Don't keep calm. It is what it is, right? Or, you talk to somebody, you get one objection after another, this or that and the other. I don't have the money, or this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically what it is. Right. And so, and while they're doing blah, 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 you should be laughing almost inside, slapping your legs, said, oh my gosh, I'm going to succeed so crazy. It's not even funny. And so, so don't try to uproot the weeds. Don't try to talk them into something. I had a good friend of mine on my team, Andy Hoser, say, listen, if you got to basically carry somebody into this, you're going to drag them around once they're in it. You know what I'm saying? And so, you're looking for people who are looking, and there is that good soil. Right, that it says some will grow 30, some 100, some your SPDs, they're going to pop out of that. So if you think about it, if you're scattering or 3-3-1ing on a very minimal basis, and you can run any base you want, then you're going to come across this much soil, right? The good soil. But if you scatter, gotta put my hand in here, that wide, then your good soil, sorry, honey, it's gonna be about boom. It's gonna be put 2 pads on now, sorry. And so your soil is gonna be this big. So he who scatters sparingly will reap sparingly. He who scatters bountifully is gonna reap bountifully. So when you go with this mindset, because we're in a contact sport, right? I've heard that from one of the leaders there, and it is. We're contacting every day. Well, you want to do it with freedom, with joy, with a bounce in your step, love in your heart for people, a smile on your face, and belief that potentially they could be the good soil. And you're not going to know that till you open your mouth. So let's go back to a habit and why a habit is so important not to pay attention to your feelings. So here I'm in the dentist chair. He's drilling in my back molar because I had a had a filling pop out, and you got to put it back, and he's got to create a new one. He's drilling. I'm praying, oh Lord, please, I don't want to feel any pain right now. He's drilling. I'm like, oh man, And so if I'm thinking half my face is numb, right, and so, but the other half I can still talk. Right. So I'm not going to pay attention to my feelings. My goal is I've got to share this product, but I can't share with him while he's doing this in my mouth. Right. So then he finishes up, and then I'm able to get up kind of quickly. And then he's walking down the hallway to start work on the next person. And and my feelings are like, okay, when am I going to have to talk to him again? Maybe I shouldn't do this. And my brain's going sideways on me. It's called head trash. Right. It's that negative self-talk. Right. And so we got to dump the trash can out, and we dump it out by taking action. Action immediately, boom, kicks the trash can clean out of the way and puts life in the empowerment of the moment. And so I walked out, half my face I can't feel. I said, hey, Chris, I actually called the dentist by his first name, but I knew well enough I might be able to do that. And he's got this associate next to me. He's walking away from his back is to me. I say, hey, Chris, I got a question for you. Got a second? I got a question for you. Do you have a second? All right. I said, hey, I got to tell you something. I didn't say that. I said, I have a question. Now they're piques their curiosity. This happens subconsciously quickly. So I have a question, and he goes, yeah, Ken, what is it? And I turn around and point my neck because I was hoping he'd see it, but we couldn't get it done. I said, hey, you familiar with this patch? And he goes, no, what's that? And then this is so important about a habit. I have a habit. I say the same thing every single time. I mean, every single time when I'm talking to anybody, when they ask about the patch, and I do this because I don't want to have to be in my head or riding my emotions. Am I going to feel this? Am I going to have to say this creatively there, do that there? No, I just want to say it. Even if I'm not feeling it, I can say it. I said, oh, what's a stem cell reactivation patch? Works off light in the body. I didn't even know we had light in our body. It comes out from our DNA. If you put infrared goggles on, people light up because the heat coming off them has a light wave inside it. That's coming from my DNA. Well, that light's bouncing off this patch, and it's elevating this thing called the GHK copper peptide. And now my brain is reactivating all my dormant stem cells. When you're a baby, all your stem cells are active. By the time you're 30, half are active, but the other half are inactive. And then by the time you're 60, 90% or more are inactive. They're there. Well, now for $3 a day, basically, I've got a patch on me that's reactivating all my dormant stem cells. And here's what's done for me. I'm feeling, better about, just in public, I feel better. I'm sleeping better. I'm focused, I got rid of a lot of anxiety. My wife had hot flashes. In 21 days, boom, got rid of them. My dad had scarred lungs, couldn't breathe. In 5 weeks, he could breathe. Another friend of mine, frozen shoulder, couldn't go for a year. Boom, now he can. Just for starters, is this sound like something you'd like to learn more about? Says, yeah. I said, listen, I have who do I send? I have like a little link I can send. So I send to your staff or what I do. He goes, well, how if I just give you my cell phone? So like, boom, I'm in. Now that's probably a good story. And now I'm following up with him. So I'll let you know next time whenever at the convention where he's at. Hopefully he'll be coming with me, right? That's my goal, get him in, right? So that's where that, and that's another point that Dad's gonna hit in a minute here, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now, gonna go into a component of our 3-3-1 system that's going to accelerate you going manager and launching managers. And then Diana, after that, is going to give you an example of the daily kind of 3-3-1, an example of how she signed up somebody recently, probably in her 90s, as a silver. So let's get into what I want to share with you now about getting started properly. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to build a list. Now, this is huge, all right? Now, I just started creating a new list because I have this new format, and I'll share it with everybody at one point, but you really can't. I wish you could see this. What it does is it says 3-3-1 at the top, but basically it has a date and a section. Let me know, am I talking to a business builder or not? The name, what their need is, and then it's a 3-3-1, 3-column, 3-3-1. And, and then what kit did they buy? And then 30, 60, 90 on manager, right? And so on one page, I can see what I need to see because I used to have this, I'm an Excel spreadsheet kind of guy to build all these crazy spreadsheets. But you know what? It's way faster if I just do this. I throw it in my car, I take it home, and because I'm adding to this list daily, and then I can see when someone 3-3-1, did I send start X39 or did I send them patches, right? And then did I get them on a Zoom or not. And I can see real quick on one page, I can turn the page, right? And I have other pages, but they couldn't read them. They're so messy. So I'm starting this. And, but this is just, the key is you want to write it down. And here's what happens psychologically when you take your list off your phone and then you go from something that none of creation had up to just a few years ago. So all of mankind built the pyramids, did all kind of thing without a cell phone. Right? And they didn't use electronics. They used the connectivity and all the sensitivity of writing it down, which engages the brain and gets it going. And so when you're writing down this list, I promise you, watch what happens. Your brain will start coughing up more names and thinking about more names. And the other thing, if you have a faith, okay, ask God, Lord, get these names on my list. And particularly if you're new in the business, what's going to happen is you're going to have all of the people you're closest to, which are your family and friends and this and then, that you can basically tell them to get in, they'll get in. Then you have what we call your business builders, already, and they're going to have launch your business. These are the people you really want to look at first. I mean, you're going to 2020, but this is what I want to do now is you're going to build almost like you want to highlight on that list, who are the people that are self-employed, own their own business, people that are almost too busy to even talk, people like me. Right? Who are those people that are working their end off to make another dime because they're trying to get somewhere and they're trying to help people do it? Okay. You're looking for those people. You want to earmark those people. Right. And then what you do with those people, you want to invite them to like a private Zoom launch or to a home party, but you want to get all those people, and the conversation and invite to them is going to be a little different than the conversation and invite to everybody else. So, and here's the conversation, and I've got it here. I'm just going to read it and role play with Diana because I'm the kind of guy, I don't want to have to reinvent the wheel every time. I'll just put this in front of me on the phone and I'll just read it, right? Almost, and I won't read it like a robot. I'll say it in my own heart, okay, but it will guide me. So that makes it easy. So here it is. So so just pretend Diana is a business owner. I know her, and I call her up. So ring.
Ring. Hello. Welcome to Smoothies King or Smoothie Business.
Hey, is this Diana?
This is Diana.
Hey, Diana, Ken Burke, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Did I catch an okay time?
Sounds good. It's a good time.
Okay, great. Well, because I'm super excited about something I want to share with you. But first, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
How are the grandbabies?
They're coming in soon.
Yeah.
Coming in this weekend. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And well, let me share with you why I'm super excited. I recently come across something that has blessed my life and my family's life. And it made me think about you. And so it deals with health and making some money, right? We're all working hard for money.
Right.
And let me create some context real quick for you.
Okay.
Are you familiar with stem cells?
I've heard of them.
Okay. Well, when you're a baby, all your stem cells are active. By the time you're 30, only half are active, the other half are inactive. And by the time you're 60, almost all of them are inactive, probably one at 8. So if you break your bone at 8, your stem cells go to work and they morph into anything you need, bone, marrow, tissue, whatever, it's going to happen. Matter of fact, if you need heart, brain matter, doesn't matter, they can morph into that. But when you're 80 and you break a bone, good luck, right? And so, but here we have all these inactive stem cells. And so, but for $3 a day, I'm wearing a patch and now it's reactivating all my dormant stem cells.
Wow.
Yeah, and here's what's happened. I'm sleeping better. I'm more focused. My wife had hot flashes. They're gone. My father couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying? And now he had scarred lungs, and 5 weeks in, now he could. And friends with a broken, frozen shoulder can golf again. But it's amazing. And what's really amazing is that the company generously rewards those financially for those who share with other people, which has been a blessing. And I'm doing a private Zoom with just a few friends. And I've got another friend of mine who kind of knows more about this than I do. And so I'd like to invite you to it. And because I want to see if you see what I see.
Okay.
All right. So 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. I'll shoot you the link.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So boom. So that is one example. I'm talking to a business builder because we're going to focus on the product and getting to building the opportunity. And then so what's going to happen on that Zoom, and here's the deal. Even if you want to find your active upline. This is for new people coming in, right? Okay. And so, but even if you didn't have one, you're confident, you just read the slides. But, but the thing is, and here's what you want to do, real simple. When you open up the meeting and what he does is, hey, listen, great meeting everybody tonight. I'm going to snapshot the opportunity, and you're going to be either one of 3 people. You're going to be somebody who says, you know what, I just need to do some more research on it. That's great. You're a 1. Or you be number 2. Somebody says, I need to get some of this on me and my family. Or you're going to be a number 3. hey, I see this as an opportunity that really could be financially rewarding, and I'm ready to go. So at the end of the presentation in the chat box, let me know, are you a 1, 2, or 3? So boom, we go through the presentation that we see, we're all doing. And then I ask them, hey, okay, so put in the chat box, which number are you? And so if you're number 2, I say, hey, great, do you have any more questions? If you're number 1, great, you have any more questions? If you're number 3, great, you have any more questions? Wonderful. And now we're 30 minutes in. I say, listen, we're pretty much wrapped up. And those who are the 2 and 3, if you want to stay, we'll stick around and we'll show you how to get plugged in. And at that moment, what we're going to do is we're going to be on, if you're a new person or it doesn't matter, we're going to be not in your back office, but we're going to be on your side in the front. And on that, there's a site that says join, and then it says click friend partner. And then below that says join us. And when you do that, boom, the page that has the silver, gold, diamond is all sitting there, the order page on your site. So now we're going to sign these people up on your site. You're making money right then at the meeting. And if you've got 4 that are ready to go, because how we're going to approach everybody's on a silver or above is you're going manager at that meeting. And if you don't, we do it again. Right. And so and what happens is now you're going to do the same because you got someone who's excited. You do the same process we just shared. And that's going to replicate, and that can quickly begin to build. That's one formula for success inside the 331 system. And so then the other dynamic is how when we're out and about daily, 331ing people. And Diana's going to example of what she recently did and how she sponsored a silver.
Okay, so first of all, we need to be prepared. We need to be planned. We're to prosper, basically. So there's a few key points that I'm going to be making. And first, I pray and I ask God to open doors. So I'm now expecting to see people that are going to be out there. And so I carry my patches with me. I always have patches with me. Then I always have a pen. I always have sign-up sheet, paperwork to be able to sign them up. And I do the presentation on my phone too. Like I put it in a file in my photos. So I always have the presentation if I want to share it one-on-one with somebody. And I'm going to be positive. I've got a positive mindset. So I'm already set up. I'm ready to go and ready to share. So my story is that the situation is that my mom is 94 years old and she lives in a retirement community with independent living in like a Ritz-Carlton type of lifestyle. It's a very beautiful place. So we go to lunch and with her in the dining room, beautiful fancy dining room. And there's a table beside us with some of her friends and acquaintances that are at the table. And so they make conversation with us. Then I said, wow, I share how mom's doing so well since she's been on the patch. And then they say, what patch are you talking about? And then I say, well, it's an accident symptom activation patch. I go into it, I share with them. And then they said, well, how can we get that? Out of my purse, I have my sign-up sheet. I send them on the Start X39 on my phone, but here's what I do first. When I send them to the Start X39 on my phone, is I first put, hi, this is Diana Burke when I'm texting them after they give me my phone number. I met you in the dining room and below is the Start X39. So I send that out first. So then that way we have contact already. Then I have a note section where I copy and paste. So it has the www Start X39, or you could put Start X39. Then I stand with them side by side to see if they can open it up. Because then I show them where the different videos are and the patents and the inventor. So I walk them through that to make sure that they can get on it. And then I said, now you have my number, we can connect and you can ask me questions or call me or text me. And so then I follow up with them after that too. So, but it's important that they can open it up. And so now here's the thing. They signed up as a silver. She is was a former nurse and he was a former pharmacist. So wow, isn't that great? So now
What do you think they were?
they were not that. They weren't 90. They were like 70, maybe
70.
late 60s, 70s, you know. But here, wow, isn't this a great opportunity that we have? Plus, it's fun. I mean, we have something to talk about. They will have something to talk about with their friends. Oh my gosh, gives them like a new lease in life. Like I got something I'm excited about. Isn't this great? So that's why I'm glad to just share it with anybody. So to be prepared is so important. Then you already have your ammo with you. You can kind of talk with people. You've got your patches and you're ready to go. So And it's an adventure. It really is. It's an adventure.
Thanks, great job, Money.
Yeah.
Something else I've learned, because now we're 10 months into this thing and we're still learning, and it's amazing. We're learning, I call it above the line, and well, now I'm super excited about really finding more business owners to talk to. And I've adjusted my language when I talk to them. Particularly when I follow up with them. And, I'll tell them, hey, you remember when you first started your business, you probably had a real passion for it. You're probably in line at the grocery store telling everybody or giving a coupon to her to tell them what website it is. You had that real passion. When's the last time you kind of felt that passion? And now that you run it, and how about fun? When's the last time you just felt like you're just having fun inside your busy day? Because I tell them, hey, I work 60 hours a week, one of my 15, 20-man company, and now I got some fun come my life. I said, but let me ask you this. When's the last time you got to see miracles in your life? I said, I get to see them every week.
Mhm.
I said, and know that I'm part of something that is connected to those miracles makes me have fun and gives me a bounce in my step. And, you can't put a price tag onto that. That is the antithesis to anxiety and stress and making payroll. It's like vitamins and drops from heaven of blessing emotionally. When's the last time you felt like that? And I said, that's what I have. But what's really awesome is my bank account is rising. And that's even make me feel better. And the funny thing is, I'm a gifted. I tell them, hey, listen, you guys know I'm a gifted salesman. I have an advertising company. You know how hard it's been for me to find good salespeople? Almost impossible. If I had to find good salespeople to build this business, we'd be out, or we'd just be doing the patch ourselves with a few friends. Okay, so here's why. Because being owning an advertising company, I know word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising. And here's what word of mouth is. Word of mouth is a sales force in part you don't have to train. We're on a training, but I'm telling you, this is minuscule compared to advanced sales training. This really isn't sales, all right? We're talking about how do you care and share with people, all right, and plug into a system, make it easy to do it and continue to stay on it and help your friends do it, right? And so with a product that's totally game changing. And so when I tell them I started a word of mouth fire, but my distributor ID sits on top of that fire. And as it spreads out to people who don't know my name, know my face, know my personality, they know nothing about me, yet they're excited about how this path's changed their life. They're getting their friend to buy it, their family to buy it, and that's replicating. And every time it's happening, I'm getting a piece of that. And my bank account is up and it's going up. And I'm like, this is crazy. I said, now, I have an added true residual income. And now I'm excited. And what Robert Kiyosaki said in the book here, because at first he wasn't really on it. He poo-pooed network marketing. But he'll tell you that when he really got into network marketing, as far as to really back it, I don't have the page here, sorry, is when a friend that he had mad respect for, great respect for, he just saw that the heart of the industry was the leaders cared for people. And love conquers all. And we have a foundation that we care. And people need to feel that, so that if they are the soil where the sun scorches it, the birds choke and the weeds choke it, afterwards you talk to them, they'll feel like when they see you at Publix in aisle 4 or your grocery store in aisle 4, then they have to hide in aisle 5, right? Yeah. Because you care. And so when I called up Diana, if you heard, I told her why I'm calling. First, I honored her time. Did I catch a good time? And then B, I told her why I'm calling. The second thing, I'm excited to share some with you. And then thirdly, I elevated her above why I'm calling. And I want to say, hey, first, before we talk about that, how are you doing? How are the kids? How's this? So I opened up with care and concern. That opens up the way to want to listen to what I have to say. Then I say what I have to say. All right. So it's important when we're talking to people, the way we talk to them, they feel like they're honored. And that whether they do something with us or not, they feel like we always will care about them. And they can always call us for anything they need, right? Because they can. Because I know, like Steve, if there's a no, great. Birds took it, we still get some scores, and that's great because I'm getting a more good soil, and it's going to be just awesome and awesome and awesome. And then lastly, then I want to add is that This Is It convention. It's a game changer. Steve mentioned to me, he said, listen, I helped 174, I don't know, a lot of people go millionaire, and none of them got there not going to conventions. And so I'm like, okay, well, I get it, but it's the why behind. Because see, this whole business is based on belief. And belief is what's contagious. And so, matter of fact, when you start wanting to make a phone call to somebody and you may be a little down, go watch a Zoom. Get your belief, then make the call. Very important. Because what happens is belief takes it from work to pleasure. Do you really want to do more work in your life? I sure as heck don't. All right. And I don't view this as work. Except my head gets in it and then I shift and then boom, I'm back. All right. And it's belief carries it. And so, and that's what makes it easier, because you go see a good movie. What do? You go tell people about it, right? You go see a good restaurant, or you go tell people about it. Well, we begin to have a patch that changes, but when you plug into the system and you make sure that you're committed to getting all your team onto the Zooms, we have a Monday night, a Wednesday night, the Spanish for Thursday night, you even got Friday afternoon, a short one, right? I mean, during the lunchtime, short one, you plug them into, and they're all recorded where immediately you can get it right after that from YouTube, Doc's YouTube channel. And you can find all that at build331.com. But the point is, you need to stay fueled. So we're in this system. It's launching a path, taking us to our dreams, but you got to continue to stay fueled up all the way to your dream. And the only way to do that is to ignore your feelings and get on that Zoom. Because your feelings will come back like, oh man, I wish so-and-so was on there. Oh, I'm going to call this person. So the Zooms lift you back up, empower you to get to the next Zoom, basically. So you want to go to Zoom to Zoom to Zoom. You want to Zoom yourself all the way to your dreams. And so in doing so, you then help other people do the same thing. And it's why you're doing it, because man, it makes my life a whole lot easier. It makes it funner. And I know people are signing up, their lives are changing. I get to see more miracles, and I'm going to replicate this process and help my friends replicate it. So when you go to the This Is It convention, you've got a lot more people coming to you because you have 34 days or so. I think we're maybe off by a day. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days, right? I mean, so, and that's all the mindset. But tomorrow never comes, by the way, so let you know that. You can only live in today. As a matter of fact, 5 seconds ago, I can't go back and grab it, right? So all of life is happening in my head right now, and I have control over that. And I'm not going to listen to myself. I'm going to talk to myself, and I'm going to give myself the vision of a mindset to see what I need to see so I can be excited and go love people and help them, right? And it was loves me. I got to love myself. And so we all are in the same boat. It's all decisions based on a will, based on a system, based on our habits, based on knowing who you're talking to. And then, and get into this launch the managers, and then help them launch managers. And keep 331ing and adding to your list. So and when you go to the convention, you're going to get to meet David Schmidt. Man is phenomenal because he's so low key. We went to the white party. He strolled up into some kind of nondescript rental car, and he wasn't even dressed in white and had some kind of regular old shoes on. I'm like, is that David? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And here's a guy, running a company that's going to be hitting $400 million here probably the end of the year. It was 20 minutes 2 years ago. You would have no idea. And then when we were down in Aruba, that was awesome. I remember he stood for probably 2 hours, and everybody wanted to talk to him outside by the pool, right? He just sat there and focused. And then we were the last people. Like, I wonder if he still wants to talk to anybody. And, because we were the last people. And we just said, hey, let's just thank him. Thank them from bottom of our heart. And then I asked him questions, and he was engaged, he was focused, and he was sincere. And I said, man, what a man, And so we pray for him. We pray that God bless him, right? Because all of us are sitting right now with great gratitude because of how God blessed him to create these patches, and this patch in particular. So thank God. Just think about that. And so, so when you get your friends, because you don't want to be at This Is a convention, say, I wish my friend was here. I wish my team was here. You want to see that now and fix that now and go get them there, because their life is going to change. 156. And then what's going to happen is you're going to break more managers faster, more people get blessed faster. You probably have a lot more people sign with Diamond Kits better, you know what I'm saying? And just getting more seed out there. Getting a Diamond Kit when you can afford it is about getting more seed. right? And in a collapsing time, because now if you have patches, you can front to somebody while they place their order, they just collapse 3, 4, 5, 6 days right there, right? And you want to collapse time and redeem time. So that's a whole nother subject. I'm sure you'll learn at this is a convention, but I hope that there's a takeaway that you find today from what we shared that gives you the understanding that you can more than do this because you're involved with something that's bigger than you. The leaf is bigger, the Zooms are bigger, the patch is bigger. I'm gonna get the sales in it, but I can't make your stem cells activate. So I've got a powerful sales organization. Those things actually causing word of mouth to spread. My distributor ID on top of it. I'm like, yeah, the comp plan, yeah, we can tap that 25, Lord willing. Tomorrow's a promise, but we can go help a lot of people. And because we're helping them do that, and because this industry at its core is really about helping others and being in with a winning product and a winning comp plan and with a winning team to just help you win. So thanks, Steve and Gina, you guys are spectacular. We love you guys greatly. So thankful for Joyce Schmidt, who sponsored us, and you called Joyce, right? And we thank Onyx that she stayed in the game, that you didn't come on initially, and so, and so we appreciate that. And, so we're just so thankful for everybody. And we're thankful for all of you on the Zoom here too. So thank you guys. You're awesome.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. And I am flat fired up that this is recorded. Come on. This was free teaching.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This was worth $1 million.
Yeah.
So valuable, so powerful, to the point, so precise. I mean, I am so excited to hear you guys speak at This Is It convention as well. Fired up?
Yeah. They didn't even know it, but after today's talk,
didn't know it till right now.
That was a home run. And any one of you that's on here today that you're saying the same thing Ken was saying and Gina was saying in her video, I wish I had more people on here. Well, the blessing is, like Gina said, this is recorded, and we have to help everyone get on their game to realize that these trainings sets you at a whole nother level. I love what you said. Belief takes it from work to pleasure. I feel like we haven't worked. We've been in for 12 months. We didn't even feel like it's been a blur because it's been so fun blessing people, just telling them what this stem cell reactivation technology can do for their health. And then all of a sudden they're calling with their finances. And I love just taking it from Zoom to Zoom to Zoom. You watch a Zoom a couple times, whether you do the replay or watch on Monday night, okay, you get it. And then you can do what Ken and Diana were teaching you to say, hey, take ownership and download that presentation on step 5 of the Build 331 system. You can put it on your phone. You can put it on your computer. So you can go to a Starbucks and flip and read through the slides like Ken said, because not everybody is on the same time frame that can meet on a Monday night at 8 o'clock or a Friday at noon. So the ones that you can't, you're going to them. But I love everything that you did today, explaining about, why, about the soil and how you've got to have the right, you got to have enough people, you got to plant it.
Pages and pages of notes.
And it's got nothing to do with what you say. It's got to do with the person that is planted in the right soil, that's there ready for the opportunity, is the ones. And some of them, it just takes something to change in their life, or they might not even just be like engaged the minute you speak with them, but dripping on them with the startx39.com and following up. All of a sudden things come to light. Could be the next day, could be the next week, the next month. Heck, sometimes it's the next 3 months. You don't know when the people are ready to go. But I will say there's not a person that can't be blessed. When That's you know that everyone can be blessed from the X39 health-wise, and everyone that is seriously looking is going to be blessed financially when they engage. It's amazing. It's a game changer. And you don't feel like work. So we really appreciate you guys caring.
From your hearts, I'm serious, was completely incredible. Onyx sends her love, and I'm telling you, she's going to be so fired up when she sees this. She's actually in Barcelona. She's going to be so fired up and so proud of you guys because it was so on key. I'm telling you how the value of this recorded Zoom is incredible. Thank you.
Guys, we talked about the startx39.com. Make sure you know that if you're brand new. Diana said this is what she uses when she prospects. All of us use the same thing. The minute they ask us a question, that means they're somewhat interested. Bam, we're sending them this website so they get their information up front. Ken talked about the build331.com. This is our training team site. Tonight, if you're brand new, get on this, check it out. Don't get too analytical, but get some information so you got that confidence.
Yeah.
I suggest hearing this replay one more time, 2 more times, 3 more times throughout the week. You can
Oh,
be
yeah.
listening to them with your earbuds. You don't even have to watch it. You can just listen to it. We talked about, had some quotes, both Ken and myself, from business of the 21st century. Will put you with the confidence. When you get in, the key is your confidence. When you have knowledge, you got power. So make sure you're on book of the month and you have your team reading it. If you go right now in our section where we got all of our stuff, we got a bunch of these books already set so we can sell
And
to our
before
team.
you switch the page real quick, the value of this, of reading a book of the month, is so important. I love how he says he goes and watches a powerful Zoom to shift his brain when he maybe be feeling a little low. But these books are so incredible because, guys, we all have stuff in life that are going on, and this will completely lift you up, carry you through that yuck, and get you to a brighter, lighter place. I'm telling you.
Guys, you can open up any page of this book, this particular book. First of all, it's the kind like I like to read. It's not like I was when I seen people reading books that were this big. You know what I mean? All right, guys, all right.
But they were romance novels or something where
Yeah,
I guess people don't have that in their life, so they got to read about it to feel about it. I don't know.
So the great thing is you can open up any page of this book and you will have a zinger for yourself and your mindset, like Ken and Diana were talking about, that you are in the right place at the right time with the right product. And you do need a product like we have here in this industry to win big, and we've got it. Anyone that signs up between now and tomorrow night at midnight, July 16th, is going to get put in a drawing to earn $100 worth of X39. All right. So you're going to be able, there's going to be 5 people picked out of that. Make sure you get yourself set up. You've heard from all these leaders exactly how important it is. The key is the belief. And then you're going to have incredible knowledge. Meet David Schmidt. Ken and Diana will tell you that when they came to our house at the white party with 200 plus people here that hit the senior director and above, and they got to meet David Schmidt, their belief level, their confidence, their knowledge went 10 times, 100 times more, which helps you with your confidence. And that's what you're going to get about 1,000 more times when you come to Tampa to This Is It. And all of us could make an excuse. Ken could say, hey, I got to be here for my career. I got grandkids. We got the same thing. I encourage you to don't let your feelings, like Ken said, make that excuse for you.
Yeah,
we're going to be on the road next week. We're going to be in Atlanta on Monday night. Who do you know in hot Atlanta? If your boss said, hey, send someone there and I'll give you $5,000, you knew you could send someone to Atlanta, so you could do it. I encourage you to do so. It will be wild in Atlanta. We got Michael Bridges and Tanya Bridges. We got Ken and Lynn Robinson heading the crew out there. It's going to be wild. Verdita and Harvey Monk, it's wild. I can't name all the
Ken
people.
And Lynn Robinson, it's going to be incredible.
Then we're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday night. So this Wednesday's Zoom is going to be live. And by the way, all of these are our live. So you could just be pointing to all these, like Ken was saying. How fast can you point to the Zooms from Atlanta, from Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Kevin and Emily Wilson, Dave and Heather Warden in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dallas, Texas is going to be hot on the map. I know Heidi Moser, she has people there. I know who's hosting it again? Lester and Gina are going to be hosting it there. Absolutely incredible. And Verdina,
we broke through the walls into the hallway of the hotel at the last Dallas event.
It was big.
And we're not expecting anything less. And by the way, the Tulsa and the Dallas event are Central Time starting at 7 o'clock, which is going to be 8 o'clock on the Zoom. So you guys know about that. Again, This Is It Convention. You just go to thisisitconvention.com. We still got the early bird pricing. Your goal right now in the next 35 days, like Ken said, is to set a goal. How many people in their own franchise, their own X39 business can you have sitting and experiencing, like we just heard today? Imagine in person, all the training that you're going to get. It's going to be wild. And then, like Gina said on her video, we checked out all the schools in America because we know once the kids go back to school, it's the #1 building time of this business between now and the holidays. So we know that every school had gone back by the time the 18th of August came up. It is going to be wild. You are set up for success. Do not miss this.
And hey, if you're dropping your kid off that weekend to college, drop them off and get out of there, because I'm sure they don't want you hanging around with all their friends.
That was good. Okay, here's our weekly schedule. Like Ken was going over: Monday night at 8 o'clock, Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time, Friday at noon. Those are English. We've got our Spanish on Thursday, except for this Spanish. We got the Spanish-speaking couple, Mike and Cy Hernandez, going to be with us in Dallas, Texas on Thursday.
Yeah.
So that plug them all into there. And Mike will say a word of Spanish. I can say mucho dinero. It's my only word I know. Okay. And then we have our
I think
training
that was Portuguese.
on Saturday. So again, our goal for today's call, and Ken and Diana, you incredibly crushed it. You set us up to have
Yes,
everybody on this
absolutely.
call walking the stage. I'm getting a text from people saying, we will walk the stage as senior director after what we just heard, these zingers, because if you just implement one thing that they were talking about, maybe there's something, a lot of times
Yeah.
people say, what is it that I need to do? Maybe it's like you're not realizing that all of us are talking to a lot of people. We're not just talking to one person. Diana's talking about the one that got signed up and excited, but we all talk to more than that are not on this, that are on the wrong kind of soil, right, Ken?
Yeah.
So that's what goes on. So we're just flat turned on for every one of you that's got that goal and is going to plan on bringing everyone you can to This Is It and walking that stage in front of your team as a senior director. So again, Ken and Diana, thank you so much for totally blessing
Yes,
so many
yes.
people. And we don't even know how many people are going to be blessed because of the replay of what's going to happen. And we will see at This Is It.
Now, before we
Crushing
go
it.
on, I just want to tell everyone, so you know where this recording is, you're going to go into your phone, into the search part, you're going to type in Onyx Cool Network Marketing YouTube. Click that link, okay? Once you get there, you're going to see a bunch of stuff underneath her site, and it will say live. You're going to click live, and then you scroll down. You'll see Ken and Diana's face on the thumbnail, and that is the recording. You click on that, then there's a little thing that says share with an arrow, and you can send it right to your phone and get this out to everyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you. Second highest ranked Ken and Diana Burke. Man, we are so honored and proud and blessed to be partnered up with you guys. And thank you again from the bottom of our hearts.
So guys, want to let you know too, the following week, the 28th and 29th, on the 29th, you're going to be able to meet Ken and Diane in person because we're going to be in the Sarasota, Tampa area. The information will be coming out, and we're going to be doing a meeting on Friday night in Tampa as well. So we'll get all that info, but we're hitting the west coast of Florida because that's where the convention is. So it's so easy for people to just jump on over there and get to the event. So it's going to be wild, but that's in a couple weeks. In the meantime, get yourself focused, plug into exactly what these guys taught today, and implement everything because it was incredible from the heart training and they did it from experience,
Yes,
not theory.
yes,
They're making it happen.
yes.
So proud of everybody that's been on here today and looking forward to seeing y'all if This Is It.
And so from far away, Barcelona, Onyx Cool sends her love, and she's so proud of you. She will be at This Is It convention,
Yep.
hugging every one of you, talking pictures, everything. It's going to be incredible. And then also, thank you for running the backside of this, Lonnie. You are incredible. We really appreciate your time and all you do for the quantum field. And she's going to be at This Is It convention as
good.
well. God
Yeah.
bless each one of
Hey,
you.
and everybody, make your weekend count. Like Gina always says, you got all the way till Friday at midnight for this week. Then the next week is starting right away. But don't put your head on your
Sunday,
pillow
Monday.
every day without doing everything you can do to help yourself and your family win, because this is it.
That's right. So we'll see you Monday night, 8 p.m. Fire it up, guys. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend.